2022 CR 10786, State of Texas versus Juan Rogelio Lozano. I have parties announced for the record for the state
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
defense.
Robert Brabach.
And are you Mr. Lozano?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea of no contest on January 26th. According to the plea bargaining agreement, state is recommending community supervision. They are opposing their application for deferred education. So let's start with state. You're opposing the defendant's application for deferred education. That's the reason.
Yes, Judge, it's the facts of the case. During the course of what the defendant did was he went to a home and he fired several shots into the home. It's just due to the nature of the offense, Judge. It's the fact that he did fire several shots. He was found shortly thereafter. It's just, we do take these matters extremely seriously.
Defense.
Judge, he's 17. He has no criminal history, 18, no criminal history as an adult. He's on going to school online. There was no injuries, no damage to the house. He made a mistake, but he has good support from his family. His mother is here with him and he stays with her. I think he'll do well on deferred. I just don't want him to just get a final conviction on his record if he serves it successfully.
And Judge, according to the police report, several shots did hit the home. It did burst several windows. People had to hit the deck.
All right, children, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony there will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Why are you wearing a mask?
Oh, just
Take it all.
All right, state your name for the record.
Juan Lozano,
How old are you?
20.
All right, during this incident, was you living with your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you shooting that house?
Well, basically they jumped my brother and took all his money and everything.
So whatever happened, you're picking up the phone, calling the police.
I was just in like a bad time.
What does that mean you were having a bad time?
I was mad, angry.
So did you tell your mother this?
No, ma'am.
So why are you and your brother keeping secrets from your parents?
I'm not sure.
I mean, we have to be sure. Your attorney says this was a mistake, but you know what I say about mistakes? It's not a mistake. You made a bad choice.
Yes, ma'am.
So the question becomes, why are you making bad choices?
I wasn't in the right mind for it.
How old is your brother?
26.
So you, who is younger than your 20-year-old brother, decides to go shoot at a house because somebody may have jumped your brother and taken his money, but the 26-year-old does nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
That makes no sense to me. So what did your brother do?
Nothing.
Did he call the police?
No, ma'am.
So why do you feel it's your place to go shoot at a house?
I was just trying to help him.
I don't understand that. How far did you go in school?
12th grade,
When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? You are getting drug tested today.
clean,
All right, when's the last time you used?
about 4 weeks ago.
And what are you using?
Marijuana,
What else?
that's it.
Why are you using marijuana shooting at houses and not graduating from high school?
I was about to graduate, but all this happened.
And Mr. Lozano, according to this, the complainant doesn't know why he shot at her house.
Mm,
So is it a bunch of parents just letting their children run wild and do whatever they want to do? Because she's in her house with her child. And you shoot at it. You know how old her child was?
No, man.
And what is this about your overdose or attempted to overdose? What's that about?
I tried to commit suicide.
All right, why was that?
I was in a hard time, just tired of myself and everything. What's going
Right.
on?
Were you ever treated for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever seen a doctor?
No, ma'am.
Is there a reason for that?
No, ma'am.
Right, any other questions?
No, ma'am.
No, Judge. No, Judge.
You want to call his mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Margarita Balboa,
Can you spell the last name?
Balboa.
So is Juan Lozano your son?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are his issues?
He has mental issues, ma'am. He actually has his caseworker here. He sees a counselor, he sees a therapist. He's getting his medication. He has to get it through shot form because of the incident with the pills that he tried to with the community of trying to commit suicide. So they do him as a shot form. So he's not allowed to have any medications in the home or anything. But yes, he is seeing counseling. He is diagnosed with mental issues. He's bipolar. He has, and like I said, his caseworkers here from the counseling that he goes to see. He's been seeing them for quite a while. He's trying to do his school through GEDs. He's with me. I'm constantly watching him. He's 24 hours with me. So he's trying. He made a bad mistake, and yes, we do talk, and we know. Okay, I mean, I know you can tell this is. I'm the one who kind of helps him out a lot. So we're reaching out to anything that he needs as far as help. So
Do you know where he got the gun from?
no, ma'am, I do not.
How many people live in the household?
It's me, stepdad, and him, and it's my father-in-law, my mother-in-law.
All right, any children in the house younger than him?
No, ma'am, he's my youngest son.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
All right, any questions, Dave?
No, Judge.
Defense?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I have a case worker come forward, please.
Who's the case?
Could the case worker for Mr. Lozano please come forward?
Well, I'm actually not permitted to like testify or anything. I'm just here for support.
For just one moment. Mr. Lozano, you're still under oath. Do you waive your rights of confidentiality to have your caseworker testify? All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm testimony you give with the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand. Could you state your name for the record?
Michael Prim, Prim.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm not actually going to ask you about his medical diagnosis or any of that.
Mhm.
He's going to be receiving probation, so I need to know the parties who will be there to help him.
Yes, ma'am.
So now that I'm aware he has some mental health issues, I read about it in the top evaluation, but I'm trying to figure out what support system he already has. And so,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, so Mr. Prim, where are you employed at?
Crystal Counseling.
Okay, I'm aware of Crystal Council.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
guys so much.
Yeah.
So, as he's placed on probation, he'll be signing a release.
Mhm.
But how often are you seeing him?
We try to see them at least twice a week.
And will that continue?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there a time limit on that or for?
We do an assessment every 6 months to, see where the progress is. And based on the progress, he might be deviated down to a lower level of care, but he would still get services. Meaning that we might see him once a week instead of twice. And,
And do you see him in his home or does he come to see you?
we see him in his home and he comes to the clinic to see the psych provider once a month. But yeah, it's mainly field work that we do.
And the other question I have, if, for example, he were not able to take his medication or fall off your radar, would you be able to let probation know if he signed a release? So that
Yes.
you'll know?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything you think that would be helpful for him, for the court to put as a condition? Of course, one of the conditions is going to be that he stays engaged with Christus. But is there anything else that I could do as a condition to help him be successful?
Well, so far, he's been like, very involved in his recovery and, he's done all the necessary things to, you know, show us that he's progressing and, as far as the sentencing, I don't think, jail time would do him any good. We want to work with him on getting his GED and finding a job and, you know, things like that, so he can be a productive citizen.
So you all will work with him with GED?
Yes.
Job counseling,
Yes,
and, do y'all do drug testing as well or not?
yes. Every time he comes into the clinic to see the psych provider, he's tested.
All right, and as it is a release is signed, will you be able to give those results to probation?
Yes,
How often is he drug testing?
about at least once a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
We may want more than that, are you able to do more than that?
I don't have the power to say.
Okay, so what
Sorry.
I'll do is, we can do the drug test with you all once a month,
Mhm.
but there will probably be coordination with probation. And if before you leave, if you could sit with him with probation, goes over his conditions with him.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you all can coordinate on, the UAs.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much for
Okay.
coming in.
No-
Any
no problem.
questions?
No, Your Honor, none from the state.
No, Your
Thank
Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, is there anything else from either side?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Lozano, you can announce it. All right, this is what the court is gonna do. I'm gonna sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. Oh, and Stan, I'm sorry, you can have a seat because I need you to convert. $750 fine, that will be prorated. Defendant is to continue with mental health treatment. Defendant is to obtain GED and probation. He can do that, the GED, the job counseling, that can be done for Christmas, since they're already doing that. And I'm going to say that you need to have employment. I'm gonna say within 90 days, but if you're able to get it before then, you can, I think you need to make sure you stabilize first. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And probation, you can coordinate with Chris is also on his drug testing, but to begin with, I'm gonna want it more than 1 month. We'll be 2 times a month, but if you can coordinate and see when they do theirs, then sort of make yours random. So I'll say reporting 2 times per week. Mixed supervision. And again, you can coordinate that with Christus. There's to be no contact with Priscilla Gutierrez. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. The court is going to require anger management. And if you complete the anger management course, if you have to complete,
Sure.
and if you get your GED, then the community service hours will be waived. All right, is there anything else you need for the court to be successful?
No,
All right, Mr. Lozano, in this courtroom, communication is key to be successful on probation. You need to make sure you stay in contact with your case managers, make sure you stay in contact with probation. If there's something you need, ask your probation officer. If you feel like they're not addressing your concerns, you can always walk into the courtroom. I'm here Monday through Friday, okay?
yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge. I think you'll do well.
All right, thanks.
And are you Juan Lozano? Right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Juan Rogelio Lozano who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 10786 for the offense of deadly conduct firearm on March 23rd, 2023 for a period of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
On or about the 24th day of September 2024 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Juan Rogelio Lozano, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, ma'am. State waives the remaining violation allegation, Your Honor.
All right, are you all going to address the issue in the motion to revoke about failure to report?
No, Your Honor, state waives the remaining violation allegation.
All right, any objections to the state's waivers?
No objections, Your Honor.
You understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
No.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, the recommendation of supervision office initiative, weekly reporting for 60 days, but denied.
It's our agreement, Judge.
All right, and why should I follow this agreement?
Why should you follow the recommendation, Your Honor?
Yes.
I think the state has had an opportunity to review his history, mental health history, and just the opportunities. I've spoken with this young man. You know, I'm been impressed with his candor, with his humbleness, Your Honor. And I just think he's got a long way to go on probation, and he needs this help. He was denied originally for the mental health initiative, but they want to screen him while he's in jail and make sure that this is an opportunity for him, Your Honor.
All right, so even though the state waived it, which I don't understand why the state waived it, I don't know how we can help somebody if they don't show up to report. So it's
Understand?
alleged that he didn't report. So why is he not showing up to report?
Well, I think, I don't have an answer for that, Your Honor. I can tell you that I think it's all part of the situation that he needs help.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. So what has been going on in your life since the court placed you on probation?
Well, man, I've been homeless and I've been staying at the Haven for Hope. So, but now I got my support back, my family. I'm staying with my grandpa now. I'm working with him. I got all my stuff, clothes, all that. So I'm doing good now.
All right, so why didn't you check in with probation and tell them what was going on in your life?
Well, I haven't had a chance to go because I have no money or nothing. But now that I'm working with him, I can take the bus now and everything. It's really far from where I'm at in South Side to him.
But I mean, you said you were at Haven for Hope.
Yes, ma'am.
I think they'll provide a bus pass. So I'm just trying to figure
I'll
out.
try to get that from them, but they didn't. I even went to the reentry place. They never gave me.
So did they give you opportunity to call probation on the phone?
Yes.
And did you call?
No.
Why not?
I never really knew her number. Never really looked it up.
Any objection to the court review and the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
All right, probation. It says in the court summary that he has unaddressed mental health concerns, but defense has told me that they deemed him unqualified to be in the mental health initiative. So is that going to change if he's referred back?
Judge, at the time, his mental health evaluation, his supervision level was not at the level where we could supervise him under the mental health unit. I did ask that all of the evaluations be done in custody so that if it turns out that it's not where it needs to be still, that we can bring him back to court and figure out what to do then.
Okay. All right, state, you may be excused. This is what the court is going to do. I'll deny the motion. I'm going to follow the probation's recommendation to have you reevaluate it for the mental health initiative. And that's going to take place in custody. So you say you're staying with your grandfather? So counsel, will you make him aware of what has happened today?
Judge.
All right, so what we'll do, and counsel, if you can remain on the case, we're going to have him evaluated in custody. If he's not accepted, then we'll have him brought back to court.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need?
No, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Nobody can help you if you don't call anybody. In this court, it's easy to get in touch with probation. In this court, if you're supposed to be in touch with your probation officer and you can't get in touch with them and they aren't picking up, and you're homeless and you don't have access to VIA because it's too far, you can always call the court's number and they will get to me and say, you're unable to reach your probation officer, and we will make sure that you're able to reach your probation officer. All right, is there anything else you need in order to help you be successful?
No, now I'm doing pretty good now. Now that I got my place with my grandpa, I'm working with him. It's going good.
All right.
I think the key, if I may, if that all falls apart, your solution is to stay in contact with probation. Like I said, if they were offered $1 million, you'd have found that place.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.